not only do we teach analytic philosophy, that is, philosophy in the Anglo-American tradition, but we also teach continental philosophy, that is, European philosophy in the post-Kantian tradition. Most university philosophy departments teach analytic philosophy. We teach both at undergraduate level, and that makes us almost unique in Britain. Sussex was founded on the ideal of interdisciplinarity, and that still exists, so we've got strong links with many other departments and research areas in the university. For example, English, cognitive science, history, music, which makes us kind of rich, fertile ground for interesting thinking, I think.
We do well in all the league tables, consistently in the top 20 and consistently improving, and we're aiming to get better all the time.
Sussex has a reputation historically for academic excellence, but also for fairly radical political and philosophical thought. And so I was really keen to have the opportunity to study under lecturers who are working in these sorts of areas.
We have lectures which have larger numbers in them, then we have seminars which have smaller numbers.
The office hour system makes it very easy to just drop in and talk with the lecturers and indeed with any of the tutors at Sussex.
If I'm not actually engaged in a confidential discussion, I have my door open.
Because it's so close-knit, you can really get to know your lecturers and you can get to know their particular opinions about things. And it's really nice that you can sort of feel like your opinions are being taken into account when you have a discussion and you're not just being talked at or anything like that.
Some of their ideas and some of the things they've told me and some of the things they've made me think about have really kind of stopped me in my tracks and really made me think differently.
We make sure that the student feels that they have a connection with the lecturer and the seminar tutor and come and ask them for help whenever they want it.
The qualities we look for in a student are first of all, I think, a certain kind of sharpness of mind, a clarity of intellect. That's really always going to be very important.
We want people who can think for themselves, who are prepared to question received dogma. That's the sort of person that thrives.
Brighton is such an amazing place, and that attracted me first of all. And most of the time the lecturers will teach something that's very close to their area of interest, and they all do a lot of research, and so the fact that they're all really active and working, it makes it so that the department is sort of alive and everyone feels really passionate about what they're doing, which I really liked.
I think philosophy is a very useful subject because it equips students with skills that they can take to employment in almost all kinds of careers. So it trains you to question your assumptions really seriously. And you do that in a very informed way because you've learned something about the structure of arguments. You can see which assumptions are really doing the work. When you study a philosophical text from the past, you have to pay attention closely to see where the key argumentative moves are being made. And that's a terrific skill.
Studying philosophy has given me that ability to kind of look soberly at problems and try and solve them. Also, though, to really think about your own opinions and work out the clearest way of expressing them.
Argumentative skills, critical thinking skills, the ability to analyse, the ability to think creatively on the spot. These are all skills that employers love.
Students from here have gone into all the kinds of things you'd expect them to do. So some go into management, some go into the law, some go into journalism, finance and banking, all across the whole range of different careers, as you'd expect from the kind of training that philosophy gives. One of the most exciting things is when, as students get further up towards their degrees, you see them coming up from people who are not very confident in the outset, they don't know very much, and by the end the really good ones are challenging us, and it's just wonderful.
I would say to somebody who is considering coming to Sussex to study philosophy to go for it, because it's a life-changing, fascinating opportunity and you can do it in such an incredible department and such an incredible environment. Sussex Uni is a fantastic place to be. It's electric.